Somebody. Welcome back with Cooking with Nana. Today I am teaching you how to make Som Moo. So many places on hit Som Moo. The way my mom have been teaching me how to make Som Moo. So the ingredients for me Som Moo, what I have for my Som Moo, I have pork. It's shoulder pork. You can use any pork as long you don't try to trim the fat out. We don't want the fat. It's just the meat that we need. This is the pork that I trim all the fat out. I just want the meat. And then the next one I have Nang Moo, the pork skin. The pork skin I already cooked it and then slice it and clean it. Oh, this is my pork skin. I washed it, and after I washed it, and I put in a pot to boil it. So I boil it for like between 45 minutes until you can tell when you pinch it if it's soft, because you don't want to over boil it, because if it over boil it, it's going to be too soft. So, and this is how it will look like. And then we try to trim the fat out. We just want the skin of, so trim. When you wash this, you have to rinse it with cold water. And then when you rinse it with cold water, let it sit in cold water for probably 10 or 15 minutes. After let it sit, rinse it again. And then when you rinse it, drain it in the basket. Let it cool off. And then when it's cool off, it's going to be like this. See, I trim all the fat out from the skin. So this is how it's going to be like. Let me see. Oh, my bad. See. So you're going to keep doing it. You see, we don't want that fat. We just want the skin part. So you just have to take the fat out from the skin. See? And then I'm going to keep doing it. And then once you do it, you have to slice it very thin. You slice it thin. You see how thin it is? You see? That's how you slice it, and then it's gonna be like this. It's all map and map. See? This is how the pork skin slice looks like. So this is the Som Moo, the one I sliced last night. And then you have to come and wash it or rinse it with cold water. Add salt. Why I do this, try to get all that those fat that comes out from it, clean it. It's okay to go out of salt, because the salt's gonna keep it clean and keep make it clean. Try to get all that crumb of leftover fat. So this is how it is. I'm gonna let it sit for 5 minutes, and I'm gonna keep washing it, rinse it with cold water again, and let it drain. This is how it is. 5 minutes, I let it sit. You see all that white fat is coming out. So this is like, I did this 3-4 times. So when you do your Som Moo, you have to clean your pork skin real good because you don't want Som Moo to be spoiled or booed. And you want to, so this is how I clean my, see, look at all that. I did this 4 times cleaning this. Just keep repeating it 4 times. When it's done, just rinse one more in the basket like this. Make sure it's cold water, not too hot, because if it's hot water, you're gonna make this the pork to be soft and fry, and you don't want that. So then you let it sit, and then let it sit and have this drain, and then we're gonna add on the ground pork when we ground our pork. And this is how my pork skin would be look like. If you don't want to use the fresh pork skin that you slice and stuff, that is gonna be too hard work for you, you can get this brand. But this one is a little small, very thin and long and smaller. But I like to use the one I slice because it's more, it tastes better. But then if you don't like to do a lot of hard work and stuff and you want an easy step, you can go get this pork skin. It's already cooked, like how I do it. Just rinse it with cold water, add salt to wash all that fat and stuff, and then keep doing it like how I did the real one. So my next ingredients would be the Nam powder season mix. This is the one I have. I'm gonna use this to put on my Som Moo. So I have 3 package. My MSG, I have half cup. You can use less MSG you want, but then, you know, if you don't put MSG, Som Mooมันสิออกบ่แซ่บบ่นัว. So if you don't want to put it on MSG, you don't have to. And my garlic, I got this kind, so I don't have to peel it. You can get it at Costco or anywhere. I have like 40 to 50 garlic piece in here, and I blend it. And I have 1 cup of my sticky rice. This is khao niao, because I rinse with cold water, wash it, and then I soaked it for like, you know, 10 minutes, and then it would be like this. This is khao niao, sticky rice. And my salt, and then my pepper, and my plastic wrapper. I'm going to use this to wrap my Som Moo. And this is the machine that I have at home. So this is how I do my this is how it's going to be like when you ground it. Very small pieces, no fat in it. You don't want no fat. So you cannot use the ground pork that is in the store that is already ground for you. We cannot use that because they have fat. So we try not to get any fat on our ground pork. So I'm going to continue to keep doing this, and then my next step, I will show you to mix everything all together. So this is how the ground pork, all that that I ground with that machine with no fat. So I found easy measurement. My mom had, well, discovered from a friend how to, you can get the small bowl, count. Total of all, I know it's like 11 pounds, almost 12 pounds. My my pork. So I have I know Som Moo is, it takes time, and a lot of ahan lao we takes time to do it. So my Som Moo, I forgot to tell you, when I trim the fat out and cut to small to a chunk and wash it with cold water, I put it in the refrigerator. So you want your pork to be cold. You don't want it to be in the room temperature. You have to be in the fridge to make Som Moo. So your Som Moo have to be cold. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11, and this is how she did. She used the measuring in the bottom of the bowl, the small bowl, and put salt on each of the so to measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to use 5 on this because of the Nam powder season mix. It comes in salt already, so it would look like this. This is the salt. It's called, it would say special salt. So it's gonna, I don't want it to be too salty, and when it's salty it won't taste good. You want to make it everything's perfect. So instead of this package, I'm using, I told you, remember, I'm using 3 or 4. You can use, it's in the back, it said 1 pound for a pack of ground pork. So my mom, she doesn't really like to use this a lot. So I'm just trying to do her recipe that I'm teaching you guys. This is what she teach me. And then the rice, the sticky rice that I soak in, you don't have to if you don't want to put sticky rice, you don't have to. So I'm gonna skip one because I don't want my thing to be salty. So I'm gonna mix this. In my MSG half cup. So I know you might say, oh my god, that's a lot. But then, you know, if you don't put MSG, it won't taste good. Man boนัว. So you're gonna keep stirring it until you mix everything all in together. If you have your husband, your boyfriend that have big hand and is easy to use them to ask them to help you, because this you have to mix it real good. Keep mixing it first. Yeah, but like I said, if you don't put MSG, it won't taste good. But if you don't like MSG, you don't have to. But you can tell the difference. But you just have to put a little bit then. So, เขาคั่นให้มันเข้ากัน until we get our ground pork, everything in it. And then, remember the powder in here. You have to mix that in there. I'm using 4 of this season for Nam. I think this powder makes the Nam มันเฮ็ดให้มันtight ให้ซีนมันให้มันแน่น You have to mix it real good. So sometimes I have my husband do this for me, and then we just have to, if it's been gone, just break it. So, yeah. So keepคนมัน Okay, so เฮาคั่นมันให้มันติดกัน You see how it's ติดมัน It's like it sticks together. So now I'm going to add my garlic in here. I mix the garlic in. I'm going to add the sticky rice. You don't have to add sticky rice if you don't want to, but for me, my mom, she told me to put sticky rice. I kept asking her, why we put sticky rice in, Mom? She said that มันแน่นดีเฮ็ดส้มหมูมันแน่นแล้วมันมีกัน I think มันเฮ็ดส้มไว้ too with the garlic and เข้ากัน See how มันเหนียว That's why this is a lot of hard work. You know, if you have your boyfriend, husband, or your older kid that likes to help out, this is a good exercise for your arm muscle. And then I'm going to put the pork skin in. So in here, I probably use like 5 pounds of pork skin. So you make sure you mix all in. If you like a lot of pork skin, you can add more. So this is how I'm going to keep mixing it, and I will show you the next step. So this is how we cut Som Moo. Have to go all the way in. So this is, see, เราได้คั่นให้มันเข้ากันแล้วมันเหนียวเห็นปะ and it gets very sticky. That's how you do it. Because เราคั่นสมูมันบ่แดง because it will later on ตอนมันเป็นตอนนี้มันเข้าปนกัน and you have to make sure your pork is cold and pork skin when you rinse in cold water later put in refrigerator too. See มันเหนียว should be done in a little bit, and then I'm gonna take some little pieces and taste it on I'm gonna put in my oven, small oven, and taste, see how it is. Do I need to add anything else and stuff? I might add more salt, you know, and let's see how it tastes. When it's all cut, all mixed, it's gonna be like this. See how it gets sticky together? Then we're gonna make it into a ball. It depends how big size you want or little size. Gonna continue doing this. I will show you, and then my next step. Say I'm going to continue, but this is my plastic food wrap. This is my food wrap. Put on the floor, on the counter. Use your Som Moo. You can put fresh pepper. Then you're gonna Gonna tie it up. Make sure it's all tight, real good. Gonna roll it and pinch the bottom. Pinch the edge. Make sure it's very tight. Once it's like this, I twist both sides at the end. Twist it. I'm going to use tape. My helper's not here today. Tape it. I'm going to do one more to show you. Put plastic wrap, remember, put it in, and put in, you can put 1 or 2, it depends how many pepper you want to put. You can put each on this side. Make sure your counter is clean too, so when you work with your food. Okay. Push it back. Pinch the edge. Keep rolling it and pinch. Roll to the edge of your, grab both edge, twist. See how I twist? And you know it's tight already. Flip this and flip this. Hold it like this. Tape. And you tape it. So this is how, see, it depends how you want, long or a little bit short. It depends how you want it. You can make it bigger or make it smaller. And then, and we're gonna keep continue in there. So I wrap all this Som Moo. Total I did 47, and this one I put in a container, pack it tight like this, and put a plastic on it. So you can do, if you don't want to wrap this like this, you can put in a container. Say if you want to do, like, you know, party and for any kind of party, you can stack it up in this and seal it real tight. Make sure it's all tight, no air, no nothing. And then this I have gonna put in a container. You pack it up in a pack. You can put in a box, you can put in a container, you can put in a grocery bags. And as long as it's tight up together, and close it. And then this in the room temperature to not cold temperature, not to the cold area. As long as it's in a room temperature and it's hot, then it should be done in 2 to 3 days, or 4 weeks. Then you can bring it out and test it. And I would love to thank you to one of my fans in Elgin, Illinois. Her name is Monique. She have sent me an apron, so it would say "Mansi Ben Babsi, Cooking with Nana." Thank you so much for your apron, and thank you all my fan that is here to watch me. And please do, I would love to hear you guys feedback, and hope to see you guys next time. Thank you. ขอบใจละลาย ธนา เฮาเจอกันใหม่ ลาก่อน